When fake news peddlers in social media tried to pit TV5's Eat Bulaga with GMA7 and ABS-CBN's It's Showtime, Eat Bulaga's Joey De Leon wisely raised the point that Eat Bulaga and its longtime competitor It's Showtime are not enemies. While they occupy the same noontime slot, they are not enemies, De Leon said. This sounds mind-boggling, but reading between the lines, the message is that Eat Bulaga prefers to compete with its Showtime rather than with other shows. But why? One needs to look into the format of the two shows. Each Showtime was conceived before ABS-CBN's franchise was not renewed by the administration of Rodrigo Duterte in 2020. It started as a pre-noontime show. Its original format was as a talent show, with Vice Ganda only acting as judge, with Vong Navarro, Ann Curtis, and Kim Atienza as hosts. The ABS-CBN noontime show that it pitted against Eat Bulaga, which had transferred from ABS-CBN to GMA7, was not its Showtime. Eat Bulaga was forced to transfer to GMA7 because ABS-CBN decided to produce its own noontime shows. The station then replaced TVJ with the Apo Hiking Society, which was also a trio because Danny Javier was still alive at the time. Sanglinggo na po sila eventually folded up because the Apo trio were not pangmasa and failed to come up with interesting segments. But the ABS-CBN show that eventually toppled Eat Bulaga from its noontime dominance was MTB, invariably meaning Magandang Tanghali Bayan, and later called Masayang Tanghali Bayan. The MTB concept was as a charity show masquerading as a variety show. Its first popular segment was Calendar Girl. In a show dominated by macho men like Willie Ray Villamy and John Estrada, viewers were intrigued. Then MTV upped the ante with the popular Pera o Bayong that gave away big prizes. But Eat Bulaga soon regained its dominance by coming up with its own Pera o Bayong via a segment called Meron o Wala. Then came new and exciting talents like Gracia, the Sex Bomb Girls, and Riza May Dizon, a talent comparable to Eat Bulaga's child star at the time, Aiza Sigera. This was topped by the accidental pairing of Maine Mendoza, recruited as Yaya Dub when the dubbing app became popular, and GMA star Alden Richards. The lab team called Aldab became popular at a time when social media also became popular. With MTV facing a problem with its hosts, each Showtime later became a noontime show. From being a talent show, its format was slowly tweaked for it to become a variety show. But unlike MTV, the show leaned more on the star power of its hosts like Vice Ganda, Ann Curtis, Vong Navarro, Jong Hilario, and the others. Eat Bulaga went on to become a charity show masquerading as a variety show. Learning its lessons from MTV, it went on to create popular segments like Sugod Bahay that gave away prizes to viewers. Each Showtime remained a show dominated by the star power of its hosts. In a way, Eat Bulaga would find it easier to compete with its Showtime than with other variety shows with the same format as Eat Bulaga. A variety show like Eat Bulaga can only be as good as the creativity of the people who creates the show segments. Each Showtime would find it difficult to create similar segments and topple Eat Bulaga from its perch. Thank you.